All right. Yeah, no, I get it. I, I understand now. I understand. I understand what I've been missing. I understand. I started off with Dragon Quest 11, like a lot of people did, and I had it on my computer. I didn't really get that far in it. I finished like the early segment of it, like when you run away from the town, run away from the dragon, and you end up in a whole new realm or whatever happened. It's been years since I last touched it, so hey, it's not because I got bored. I just things kept popping up, and then I ended up just forgetting about it. So stuff happens. I modded my 3DS, downloaded Dragon Quest 8 on that, and I also have the PS2 copy of Dragon Quest 8. I have been playing both. Um, I also stopped, but that was mostly because like life was all over the place when I got that. So stuff happens to say the very least. But earlier this year, I picked up a copy of Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, 2D HD remake, whichever one it is. Um, I gotta say, I get it. I get it. Like at first, I was kind of like I was into it since the beginning, but the part where I fell in love with the game would have to be when I got my boat. When I got that boat, yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is with me and games that show me that give me ways of transportation other than just walking. Like you give me like in Pokemon, skates, bike. Okay, I can have fun with that. A boat in Dragon Quest, man, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. It's so fun. Sailing from one continent to the other, just it's so fun. I love this game. Um, so I started playing it. I bought this like back in the summer, like July maybe. Played it. It's got kind of on and off. Like I was playing it, really into it. Just kind of stopped because um, I think I had to finish up something else, or I was just not too interested in playing games for a bit. I have moments where I want to just do nothing but mostly play games, and then I get tired of that, and I just want to go like, all right, time for a step back from this, and I just go watch stuff, like anime or movies or whatever. And then if I do too much of one, I end up pulling back from that and leaning into another hobby. Sometimes it's neither of those. Like sometimes it's just reading a book or going out for more runs, something like that. But I stopped, and then I picked it up again um, in August. No wait, September was when I got back into it, playing it more. Started figuring out where I was going, what I'm doing, and all that good stuff. Got my boat. And that's when I'm like, okay, wait, I get a boat. Okay, let's see how this goes. And then I realized I can just sail all over the place. I can go anywhere. No limitations. Well, the limitation is wherever the enemies won't kick my butt the hardest. But man, the boat travel. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but the boat travel hooked me in. I guess when I got the boat, it was when I began to realize that the point of Dragon Quest is adventuring. Like I kept hearing it. People kept saying, "Oh, I love these games because of the journey." It's like I get it. Most games, pretty much every RPG has a form of a journey. So hey, I never was against Dragon Quest. I was just never someone that was completely sold on it. But seeing is believing. Once I got my boat, I'm like, okay, 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 yeah. Nah, I'm here. I'm here. I love the enemy designs. I love that it tries. There's a there's a cuteness appeal in pretty much every design in one way or another. Um, say for like the final boss, final boss. Um, Everything else looks silly and cute one way or another, and I guess that was the approach. Is maybe Akira Toriyama didn't want to go with super scary designs, something that's a bit lighthearted but can still be intimidating one way or another without trying too hard to be scary or edgy or whatever. Either way, whatever the approach was, I like it. It stands out. It has its own little identity. I see it now. I understand what separates this from Final Fantasy. And don't get me wrong, I still love Final Fantasy. I haven't really played too many of the entries myself. I played a bit of played a lot of 11, love 11, played a lot of 14, love 14 as well, love 11 a bit more. Um, Played the hell out of 16. Um, Played a little bit of 12. I played the Monster Hunter clone one for a bit. Uh, and after this, I'm probably gonna try to get back to playing either 12 or play like Final Fantasy 3 or something. Four. Just generally one of the older games, just to compare and contrast what was there before, so I can see what made people fall from one to the other. I do understand why people love Final Fantasy. I still love Final Fantasy. It's a great series, even if the company kind of makes some oddball decisions. But Dragon Quest, I understand. I understand what separates them now. I understand why people were a fan of one but not the other. I get it. It's so great. Um, I guess one major con about these older games is the grind. I don't. I have moments where I care, where I'm fine with grind. Moments where I just don't care. Didn't really care too much for the grind a bit when I was getting near the end of Dragon Quest because I wanted to prioritize the adventuring and seeing where the story takes me and just God. Can I just take a moment to talk about the soundtrack for the HD remake? It's beautiful. I have not played the original. I have played a bit of Dragon Quest One on my phone. Um, Even that soundtrack was good, but man, I love the soundtrack. I don't think I've I don't think I don't think I've seen any game have a controversial soundtrack, so to speak, other than like the re the 3DS port of Dragon Quest 8. Some people didn't like that they changed the orchestra or whatnot, style music to whatever is in the 3DS version. Fair enough, I understand, but go back to 3 HD remake. Beautiful soundtrack. I love this soundtrack. I love the intro music. It really gets me in the mood of just this hero going off on a quest, and that's what I love. Um, I guess I just really love RPGs where you can just go on a quest. Hero's Journey. I really love things that do that. Um, Enemy designs phenomenal. Character designs phenomenal. World designs phenomenal. The graphic style that they chose to do, I'm happy. I love this. I love pixel. Um, the HD style with the pixels. Love that. It's always going to be beautiful in my eyes, and I love it. I need this to continue to be a trend. Do this with Chrono Trigger. I really want to play that. I've been really lazy with playing it on the emulator. For whatever reason, when it comes to playing games on the emulator, I get far lazier than just playing them on the actual native device. So if you can get a new Chrono Trigger, hey, I'll try it out. Um, the combat is it's fun. I don't really have too much to say about it. I've seen turn-based RPGs utilize quite a different methods. This is kind of a basic one. It's nothing bad with that. I do like being able to use your equipment as if your equipment has like a special power, your weapons usually have like a special skill attached to it. I love that you can use that. Just being able to swing your sword up and use the skills lightning bolt or what the thunderbolt. That's really fun. Some weapons have a debuff thing on them or buff or whatever. It's I love that. I still think my favorite turn-based method is um I forgot the name of it, but it's the I think press turn is what they call it for the Shin Megami games. I can't remember. I'm trying to make sure I'm not mixing it up with the standard gameplay and Persona titles. I think my favorite turn based would probably still be for what they have in the Shin Megami Tensei games. I love the punishment that you get from fucking up. I love the AI being punished when it fucks up. It's a really great design. I love just basically with that. If you've never played the Shin Megami Tensei game before, more so the newer ones. I don't know. I don't think the first two have this style necessarily, but with three and onward, basically, you have your two turns and one turn for however many teammates you have. If you use a move that's super effective, you get an extra turn. Um, and I think you can go up to say you have like a full party of four. You can only go up to 8 turns. If you use something that the enemy blocks, you lose all your turns. Use something that's not very effective, you lose like 2 turns or whatever I think it was. Um, some games change up how they do it. Like in SMT 4, they have the smirk mechanic where if you fuck up um, too many times, the enemy smirks and they do like bonus damage or whatever. But if you get a smirk, yeah, that's their ass. Actually, realistically, whoever gets the smirk, like it's the other person's ass. Smirk is so nice. I love it. Sure, it's a double-edged sword, but hey, I love it. It's really great. If you haven't played SMT, the games that I can really recommend off the top, well, yeah, the games that I can really recommend, if you have a 3DS or 3DS emulator, SMT 4. I haven't finished Apocalypse, so I can't really recommend that. Three is really really fun as well. Um, Five, hey, five's recent. Five Vengeance, the Vengeance playthrough is so amazing. The gameplay in that one is great too. But back to Dragon Quest, I love what they did here. I especially had a lot of fun when I realized that I get a bird and I can just fly around the map and get access to all these um, points in the map that I wasn't able to interact with before. I figured that would be like something I can do with that later. But I was like, whatever. I'll come back. I'll be able to. I imagine something I get later will allow me to jump up there or whatever. Never imagined I would get a bird that would let me fly around the map and do that. I love games with flying. I love games with boats. I just love traversals and other ways that aren't just walking. It's so great. It's so cool. I I can't wait to try out the other two. I do plan to try out Dragon Quest 1 and 2 next. I love the post credit scene that leads into Dragon Quest 1. It's brilliant. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know how much more I can say. I love it. But go play Dragon Quest. I get it. I'm gonna play more. I originally wanted to finish a Dragon Quest game last year to I guess kind of honor Toriyama, but I didn't because I kind of fell off doing that because there was just a lot of tragic events that what happened last year. I kind of implied some of that in the video about you didn't fall apart. I mean, you didn't fail; things just fell apart. Video, but long story short, just lost a job. Hey, it happens. Um, so yeah, but I played the Switch version of this HD remake, HD 2D remake. It's really really fun. I don't think it matters what port you play. It's good. Play it. I really recommend playing. I guess any of the three. I heard the entire trilogy is good. I can't personally recommend 1 and 2 yet because well no I can recommend one. One's fun. I played one. Haven't finished one, but I still love one. One is great. Three, holy, I I feel like if I finished playing one, the impact of spoiler alert, the impact of the final area would have hit me harder. I have also played Dragon Quest Builders, never really finished it. Um, the I just kind of figured that the story would just go on forever, and I just kind of wanted to play something else around that point. I still love Dragon Quest Builders. This makes me want to go back to that. Um, so playing that, a bit of one. Um, I need to finish one. One doesn't even take that long. Like you can finish one in like what 2 hours or something. But either way, playing those games made seeing the final act, the the final act of the game, it's really cool. And I feel like if I would have played the first two games prior, it would have blew my mind. I love when games have you set off in one map, right? You get that map for that game. The next game, you play that map again. It's a little bit expanded on because time has passed, but you're still in that map. Third game, whole new map. You're like, okay, I miss old map, but this map's pretty cool too. It's bigger, got more stuff. Try it. I'll have, I'll let it cook, see if it works. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, hey, who cares? And then towards the end of the game, here's map one. And you're like, whoa, wait, I get to go back. I get to see it's like playing hard gold or soul silver for the first time or gold silver crystal, whichever one you played first. Like playing that for the first time and like you finish the Johto League and you're like, all right, time to do some post game stuff, see whatever else there is. I think I played Soul Silver first. So around that time, I was like, okay, let's see what the post game is because prior to that, I played Leaf Green. Yeah, Leaf Green. That was my first Pokemon game as a kid. Um, Played that, then Soul Silver. I think I played something else in between those two. But regardless, I was used to the post game being like, okay, I get this little Battle Frontier thing probably, catch more Pokemon. Yeah, that's kind of it. Try to complete the Pokédex if I can. Didn't have anyone that I could really trade with, so I just always caught whatever I can and called it a day whenever I got bored. Maybe we start the game a couple times just to have more fun with it. But then you get that call and you're like, hey, it's Professor Oak. Meet me by the dock. I got a little surprise for you. Yeah, that surprise is we going to Kanto, my boy. Let's go. And then you find out Kanto is right next door and it's so cool. Actually, I think you find it out before the game ends, but whatever. It's just cool seeing the changes. I heard that in the original, the Kanto that you got was a scaled back version of it, but the Kanto that we got in Soul Silver Heart Gold was pretty much the same Kanto, except like time has changed, time has passed. Obviously, there's some things that we can access now, some things that's just the same. But I really love the twist of old Matt being back. Like that's just so cool to me. And I'm just gonna stop here because I don't want this video to go on forever. But if you have not played Dragon Quest anything, go pick up a Dragon Quest game. Go pick up one. Just try it. You can start with the older ones. They're shorter, less time commitment. But go play a Dragon Quest game. I finished three. I'm gonna be doing the post game for three. But I'm probably gonna pause that for a bit because I do finally want to finish Astro Chain and a full playthrough of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've been putting those off for years. Finally want to do that. So yeah. Um, See ya.